I've made significant improvement on all of them with only 6 weeks of training with using Coach Ray's programming. So I'm very happy. It's only been a very short period of time. I love to see what I can do in 3 months, 6 months, and a year. So I'll give another update in say about 3 months to see where I'm at, because I did have some noob gains because I just got on the program. But now that the noob gains probably have come to a halt, not entirely, but that's why each time I do a test, it'll be longer and longer before the next one. So 3 months, 6 months, a year, and see where I'm at.
What's up, guys? This is Coach Ray, and today we're going to look at the progress of Larry Wheels. So Larry posted a bunch of videos. He even did a 6-week basically testing session where to figure out where his strength is right now compared to where it was 6 weeks ago on some arm wrestling moves. And it's impressive the weights he lifted, you know, the gains that he made. But more impressive, of course, for me was to see his abilities on table evolve. So in this video, we're going to take a closer look of, you know, how he has changed, how his arm wrestling style and game has changed in basically a year.
What's up, guys? Larry Wheels here at Benos, Best Buy Boom Gym in Dubai. So I've been on Coach Ray's program for approximately 6 weeks, and I feel that I've made really big progress. The catch is that I've been doing the movements at a different gym using a different weight style. So
that's not the only catch. The moves he is gonna do right here, like, those are not the moves we've been working on. So when you do something like bench press and you practice it, you will eventually get better at bench press. But if you do something like dumbbell press, it not necessarily will increase your best bench press by a huge amount. So we've been doing some similar moves, but mostly it's completely different. And I will be honest on how we are working. So he's still doing a lot of bodybuilding, strongman, whatever he's doing. And I just added 2, 3, 4 exercises. Now, because there's some ideas of a match happening, Larry's going to focus a little bit more, so the program will going to get more deeper with more exercises and everything else. But the things that we've been focusing on was very, like, the things that I saw were lacking. Those were the hand control wasn't there at all, and the pronator wasn't working. A little bit of back pressure, of course, but those were things we were focused on for about 6 weeks. I posted first month, but you know, with the trip to Turkey and everything else, he couldn't do just, he overlapped some weeks and do things again, you know. So basically we're going into next block right now, but let's just check out his results.
oh yes, nice. So that did actually break my best by 10 kg.
So 10 kgs on finger grip strength, that's about, so he was 40 something, 43 or something, and now it's 53 or something. So it's about 20% better results. So his fingers were strong. They were just not adapted to arm wrestling. And clearly we can see that he did it correct and pretty good right now. And I feel like he has more. So yeah.
Come on. That's it.
So he did, so he even tried to do left hand, but he did less, which is actually like classic arm wrestling thing, is that his left looks much more better on table. It's much more coordinated and everything works better. It's an arm wrestling thing. So this is back pressure test. The only thing is the way he setups. If you set up through the hand, it goes through your hand. When you set up like this, like he does, it goes through your knuckles, which is incredibly harder for arm wrestling. So if he will do the same weights or more, I will be so impressed by this, because it's a completely different move. It's like either you're protecting here, because so funny, I have a strap right here. So when you do it like this, like they did on first test, like we do, it goes more on your arm than your hand, because it's very close to rotation point of your wrist, so it's not attacking wrist that much. If you put it up like this, like he does, and you hold it basically through your knuckles, through your fingers, it's so much harder to do. It's like, for everyone, just try it out. Try this and see how like the difference. For most people, it will be noticeable, like crazy. So see how he's gripping? He's kind of taking it like this, but then he leaves it and he holds it on the bottom part. So, my man, you just you could do a lot more, in my opinion, because it goes too much to your knuckle. But man, his knuckle must be strong.
Nice. All right. That counts.
56 kilos. How much he did on when they were together? So that was 56 kilos. How much did they do when they were testing it out with Levon and Michael?
Which would be fresh.
53 kilos. So he did 56. Okay, 56. Yeah, my man, Larry, you took the strap wrong way. If you would put it like this, you would done more. But of course, that's more impressive for me. That is really, really impressive. So next is basically what we call side pressure. So wrist, inside rotation, and falling to the side.
Oh, come on, Larry.
See if you can cup it. See if you can cup it. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, here he kind of dragged it out. He got it, but his hand wasn't doing the job. When we do side pressure, the hand needs to do its job. If it doesn't do the job, you get out of position and you just trying to kind of pull it or push it or any way possible. But so that was 53 kilos. Here's 56 kilos.
Oh, shit.
Oh, look at the improvement of hand. Hand, like usually when you're holding on to something, this is the part that's gonna lose, and so you cannot use. Even if you have a lot of power, if you're holding on to something, it really depends on can you hold on to it. There's no problem with that.
Come on.
My man, so easy. 61.
Yes.
So 66 kilos.
There you go. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
So strong, so impressive, dude. The progress right here is really good, considering that we didn't even train for these things. We didn't even do these kind of movements. We really worked on fingers grip strength, so it really translates. So the cup was stronger, the finger power was stronger. Even the back pressure test, which he took over his knuckles and where the tension was going mostly on the hand, not the arm. So very impressive. Good job, Larry. But that is not the most important part. Most important part, we're gonna look at his arm wrestling. Let's take a look at this. So I don't know how strong the guy on left is. He tries to do arm wrestling. So as you can see, he gets out of position. He loses his pronator. He's holding on, and now, like everyone, all he knows is just going to the side and trying to pin someone. And you can see the guys basically controlling him through the hand because he understands if he moves more, he loses his wrist. So you kind of try to get that movement, but you cannot. Okay. There's an efficient and inefficient way of arm wrestling. When you're really holding on to someone each time and trying to pull him back, you can do it when you are really levels above someone. And when you have technicality to understand when you do not need to do that. Larry has all the power, but right here he had no technicality, no real understanding what he has right now. So in arm wrestling, even though we lift weights, most of the guys lift weights. Weights really don't matter when you don't have abilities to use them on table. Transfer that power on table. So we're gonna take a quick look through memory lane and see how Larry was arm wrestling at the beginning and where he is now. So even here you can see him pulling with Khaled. You can see he's very, very, I don't know how to find the correct word for it, but there's no fluidity, there's no movement, there's no understanding of what is gaining position, what is losing position. He's just holding on, kind of getting a sense of what arm wrestling is and trying his best. But as soon as his opponent blocks him, he's out of position. He really doesn't know what to do, and he just sits there. So this is really what happens with everyone. As soon as you learn how to arm wrestle, and they learn you that one lane, that movement, and you lose some of that movement, you really don't have an options what to do next. So this is December 2020. Even here, you can see he kind of gets the point what he's doing, but with these kind of setups where you can see you're too free. If something falls apart, you don't have a backup plan, and you will see it on full display here. So he tries to get the hand, loses the hand, elbow stays on place, arm moves out of position, so his body is all going to the winning pad, but his arm is staying on the other side basically. So here he's kind of trying to hold on and pulling in, but really not using that cup, not using pronator, not accessing it right away. So this was, you can see usually the best things you can see is versus someone who's strong but allows you to work. Then you can understand, how someone is moving on table. Do you have options? Do you not have options? Where you go, where you take it, As soon as he gets a little bit deeper in that hand, he has option, but he's still basically just holding on and trying to get to the pad. That's it. This is January UL 2020. From past videos, this video really impressed me. Just here, his left hand is really, really good. It's really, really solid. It might not work as good as the right one on some strength movements, but it arm wrestles a lot better. Here with Mazahir, we can see all that table IQ coming together. He understands how to slip out. He understands, how to protect his hand when someone tries to top roll him and things like that. He's getting much better versus really good arm wrestler. Mazahir is really, really good arm wrestler. He understands arm wrestling. He knows where to attack, how to attack. His move is really, really good. I was really impressed by him. But the way that Larry starts to understand where to add pressure, even though he lost, even though he lost the top roll, he was still trying to figure out how to slip, how to get away, and things like that, which is really talking about table IQ in arm wrestling. Let's get some sound on this. Yeah, he's still with the right arm. He's trying to not really cup, but break through pronation. He needs more cup with this one for sure. Yeah, but the climbing part is good. Staying high is good. Staying out of that losing pad, that's really impressive for me. I don't know, guys. I know a lot of people don't understand arm wrestling that much and don't see things we see on table. But when you see, like the way he stands right here, he's very relaxed, but you can see most of the things are protected. His side pressure, his back pressure, his shoulder, things like that. If you watch the videos how he was standing at the beginning, it's completely different arm wrestling right here. So Larry Wheels looks like an arm wrestler, and in a half a year, he might be an arm wrestler. That left hand is savage, just savage. What I want to bring attention to is not how strong Swiss guy is or anything else, but just looking at Larry. So he's facing an arm wrestler, a real arm wrestler who knows how to arm wrestle, someone who's been to world championships, real arm wrestler. But just let's take a look at this. Yeah. So Larry takes the hand. He feels like he understands right now the cup. He took the cup. He has the side pressure in. He backs it up with back pressure. And if you would look at Larry, like the videos we saw back, like it's impossible for him to do something like that back then, because first of all, the cup wasn't there. The hand was staying open. There was no pronator defense. Right now, he's all on his opponent's pronator. So He gives up hand, gives up position. The cup is too strong. Dude is basically trying everything. He cannot top roll. There's nothing. So Larry Wheels starts looking like an arm wrestler. He still has some, like a lot of things to work on, like everyone else, like everyone in arm wrestling. You can learn for many years. It's always evolution of what you're doing, and he's just getting really, really better. Everything, looking at how strong he is, how he understands using of the things, like the understand that not holding on but cupping, the pronator, all those small arm wrestling movements that everyone's been so hard working on. He's finally putting them together, clicking and getting stronger, not only with the weights but also on the table, and just becoming a better arm wrestler. So I don't know in 3-6 months what we're gonna see, but yeah, the progress right now is really good. I have said this many times before, but it will not take so much time for us to call Larry an arm wrestler, not someone who loves to do arm wrestling, bodybuilder, but we might remember him as an arm wrestler foremost than anything else, because he started looking like one. If you enjoyed the video, want to support the channel, please become Patreon. Link is in description. You can find all the information there. As usual, stay strong. Love arm wrestling.